Hey there, welcome to another credit card news live stream. I'm excited to be with you guys this evening. Danny, I really appreciate the super chat. You always show up. I'm going to use that towards my YouTube premium subscription. Does that sound good? So you guys bear with me. I'm suffering from some dry eye today, so I just had to use some Visine here. But yeah, guys, I see everybody in the chat. I just want to say hello to Cheryl, Miss Barton, F. Davis, Lunchbox 701, Jorge. Hey, Jorge, I don't hold it against you. You missed the last live stream. I just want to wish you congrats on growing your family. I appreciate that. Thank you. Raul, what's up? Yeah, Cheryl says YouTube Premium is the best. Yeah, listen, I never could wrap my head around everybody like having no problem with you know, viewing those ads. Like I could, like, every time I see an ad, I kind of have like a conniption fit, and the people are like, what's wrong with you? I just feel like odd man out. But yeah, I got to get rid of those ads. I want to get right to the content. You know what I mean? Danny, what's up? And we got, I don't know how to pronounce it. What's up, man? What's up? How you doing? I don't know how to pronounce it. Bia Stoli? Okay. I haven't seen you here before, but hey, welcome. So let's get into the news. So we're going to start with USPS begins gradual rollout of Apple Pay support in stores. You know, we don't get enough Apple Pay. We don't get enough Apple Card news. We get some Apple Pay news, but not Apple Card. We need like more. And I keep saying this, Apple, if you're listening, I hope you are. I'm not that big, but we need some updates to the Apple Card. I want to talk about this card more because a lot of people have it. But the USPS appears to be adding new card readers to its locations in a gradual rollout. The new card readers look to be Verifone M440. That's the technical, you know, specifics on that model number that give customers the option for contactless payment methods such as Apple Pay. So this is going to cover Google Pay as well, and I think Samsung has their own version. And even also something that you should know about is you know what, I don't have my wallet up here right now, but if you see that Wi-Fi symbol on your card, that means it has contactless an NFC chip in there, and so you can just tap the top of that reader just like it was your cell phone, and you can make that transaction happen. And I recently started using that feature of the Wells Fargo Autograph card, and I got to tell you, it works very quick. I'm actually a little surprised at how seamless it was. But if you see one of these new readers in your local post office, just know you can use your Apple device there to make payments. Next, another bit of Apple news. Don't mind that headline. This is about Apple announced today, along with card issuer Goldman Sachs, that Apple Card has been ranked at the top spot in the mid-size credit card issuer segment of the annual J.D. Power U.S. Credit Card Satisfaction Study for the second year in a row. We remain committed to providing a digital-first credit card that helps customers lead healthier financial lives, and we look forward to continuing to deliver innovative financial tools and award-winning customer satisfaction to our Apple Card users. Now, I just want to highlight real quick, healthier financial lives. How healthy of a financial life does a credit card issuer or a bank want you to have? Really? Let's think about that. The healthiest financial life is a life without debt, right? And if you're living that life, then they're not making as much money. Now they're still going to make money on the back end through payment, through interchange fees, which they charge to the merchant, but they're not going to make nearly as much money if you don't pay those late fees and those interest charges. So, I mean, they want you healthy to a point. They want you a little bit gluttonous, right? So I don't believe that for a second. But listen, I haven't seen much information as far as like on the boot level and ground level from other customers and cardholders that they're loving the customer service. But yet again, they're showing up for a second year in a row as an award-winning bank and card offering with their customer service. So let me know if you're having a great time calling in, or you're using the Apple Wallet app to contact customer service, and is that a good experience for you? Let me know in the comments. All right, next we have more Americans are trading down as a result of inflation. Now, this is hard for me to believe. I always talk about, people going up, lifestyle creep, and um, and basically you're going to make more money and then subsequently spend more money, and that's what people typically do. So this is hard for me to believe, but in a new report shows that it's not just lower income consumers who are trying to stretch their dollars as inflation continues. Nearly 3 out of 4 adults are trading down, meaning trying to reduce spending in areas such as groceries, according to a new survey of 4,000 people by consulting with McKinsey. I just want to say before I forget, I think it's super interesting that somebody is willing to trade down in groceries, but keep their huge SUV. Like, just let that sink in for a second. We're gonna go from shopping at Whole Foods and getting organic and all these other things, but you still got to escalate in your garage. I just want to say that for me, I know I keep saying this to everybody. I'm different in that way. I just see those as a big liability, and I don't, people are willing to just spend no matter what it costs to get those new vehicles. Anyway, 60% of respondents said they've reduced the amount of items they buy, while 44% have delayed a purchase and 37% have switched to shopping at cheaper retailers or are more likely to seek discounts. Listen, that's good. And let me tell you something. Speaking of discounts, one of the best ways to get a discount that I found, and it's super easy, is just use a Chrome extension like Honey, or go to Retail Me Not. Find those easy to find, like just Google the website that you're shopping at, and on the end of that, coupon. So just if you're shopping at Nike, and then search Nike coupon, and then try a couple coupons out, or you can get a Chrome extension like Honey or something else. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but that's just something I found that's a really like super simple way of saving like 5, 10, sometimes more percentage points on a purchase. And listen, I think quickly, 44% of people delaying a purchase, that's a really good thing. One of the big, one of those, I guess, rules of thumb that I've learned maybe in the past year is that you want to wait, 24, 48 hours, 72 hours before you make a big purchase, to make sure that it's not just an impulsive purchase, something that you just saw look shiny. Maybe you saw somebody else with it. Maybe you really don't need it. Just give it some time. Think about whether you can actually get real value from that. And this like translates into credit cards very easily, right? Because we're constantly trying to figure out, is this card have a reward structure and a redemption structure that's going to be valuable to my personal spending habits, So let's get into the next story here. Almost half of Americans are holding on to $21 billion. That's with a B, billion dollars in unused gift cards and store credits. Even as many people struggle to stretch their incomes amid high inflation. Again, that's that buzzword right there. I need to come out with a video with inflation in the title. Get so many clicks. It turns out there's money they already have. They're probably overlooking. Unused gift cards, to the point of 47% of people currently have at least one unused gift card, voucher, or store credit, according to a new survey from creditcards.com. Now, I just want to make a quick point here. A lot of people don't know that there's a couple of online gift card marketplaces like Card Cash, which is a big one. And there are a few others that you can actually take all the cards, no matter where the gift card came from. So you have a pile of gift cards, one for Bed Bath & Beyond, which you're never going to use, one from Target. Maybe you don't have a Target local to you. And you can actually sell those gift cards for, a percentage fee. You're going to have to take a little hit, but at least you'll get that in the form of either cash that you can use anywhere, or you can convert it into like an Amazon store card. And then, if you have Amazon credit, then you can just buy whatever you want at that point. So the average unused amount is $175 per person, up from $116 last year for the entire US adult population. That may add up to $21 billion. I just want to say also, this is what I've noticed with general consumers and kind of the public at large, is that they don't really think about money too much. They're the type of people that are gonna leave $20 in their glove compartment and forget about it. They're gonna leave $100 in their $100 cash in their pants pocket and then put it in the washing machine and ruin it or something like that. They don't really think about money like that. It's more of a, afterthought, and it only really comes into factor when there's a problem. If you think I'm wrong, correct me if you think I'm wrong. That seems to be what I found to be the case. So next story, we have the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, seeks more credit card transparency. Now, I just want to let you know on before we get into it, I think this is a good thing. But the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau aims to revamp how it collects credit card data to spur competition. Competition is great for the consumer and empower consumers as they weigh which credit cards to apply for. Among the changes the CFPB is considering making to its terms of credit card plan survey, which collects data from issuers on the credit card plans, one would be compelling the top 25 card issuers to submit data on each of their general purpose credit cards. Currently, each big issuer only shares information for their card that has the largest number of customers and involves a network like Visa or MasterCard. Other potential changes include requiring issuers to provide median annual percentage rates by credit score tiers, collecting information on credit cards that are geared towards specific groups, and allowing more entities to participate in the survey. So listen, more transparency, I think that's good all around. Of course, the credit card issuers are not going to want to do that. They'll probably feel like this kind of impedes upon their intellectual property, because the more information they can kind of keep to themselves and keep everybody else in the dark, you know, I believe their real value lies in picking and choosing who's going to be a valuable customer, whether who's going to be a customer that's going to be responsible enough and make enough money to pay their credit card bill on time, but also irresponsible enough to carry a balance and use a card for too long that has an annual fee that they don't get any value from. So they're looking for profitable customers, obviously. All right, so next story is pretty interesting here. Cryptocurrency has been touted as the key to building black wealth, but critics are skeptical. I'm skeptical. Look, I've been very vocal about this. It seems like every other week. I'm not into crypto. I would never push anybody, try to influence someone into investing in crypto. I know it's very trendy right now. And I'm all about new technology. I'm constantly trying, and I tell this to everybody, I'm constantly trying new apps and new services. I love fintechs, but and whether it be a credit card or a service or a product, it's got to actually do work. It's got to be valuable for you. It's got to do work for you from the beginning. It's got to have some utility. That's what I believe in. So it says a study released earlier this year by Charles Schwab and Ariel Investments found that Black Americans were more likely than white Americans to invest in cryptocurrency. And I believe that's because it's largely a gamble at this point. The study highlights data that shows Black investors are less likely than white investors to believe cryptocurrency is a risky investment. Despite the extreme volatility of cryptocurrency, Black people, the study says, are also more likely to make investment decisions based on social media. So TikTok or the less credible sources, or the other less credible sources. The disparity leaves Black investors disproportionately vulnerable when the cryptocurrency market collapses. Critics argue that Black Americans lag behind their white counterparts in financial literacy, which they say is key to making smart investment decisions with cryptocurrency. Still, social media influencers, Black celebrities, athletes, and conference organizers continue efforts to lure more Black investors into cryptocurrency, touting their financial gains. So listen, we're putting together, investing is awesome. That builds so much wealth. It's proven over 100 years, but you have to be smart about it. We turn crypto is largely based upon what I've seen in the crypto industry, NFT. I'm gonna lump that in there. And new technology is great, but you have to be smart about where you're making investments. It's got to be diversified. right? And based on the language, if you ask someone, an average person, why they're into crypto, they're going to largely quote what they saw somebody else earn on a random coin, the thousands of coins that people create overnight. And they're going to be putting their money into one or two coins. And they're wanting to make, if you ask them what their goal is to make a lot of money overnight. That's the wrong mentality to go into investing with. And if you go into an investment, pretty much anything for that matter, it's not going to end up well for you. Is anybody into crypto? I should ask any in the comment section, who is into crypto? Let me find out real quick. I'm gonna ask a poll real quick. Let me know how you feel in the comments on that poll. And while you're in the comments, do us a big favor. Do us a huge favor and like and subscribe. If you want to get this message, get this live stream out to more people. Really appreciate it. Just like the video, and yeah, it gives it more reach, grows the community, more people to talk to. You know, I think we need more people in here to have a discussion. So right now, okay, 70% of people are bearish. I'm going to say bearish on crypto. Nino saying that, Nino, what's up, buddy? I play New York Lottery. That's enough crypto for me. Yeah, it's about equivalent, right? Lottery, crypto, they're spoken about in the same way. I think, listen, the mentality, again, if you're looking at an investment, an investment traditionally was like a 5-10 plus year play. You're investing in, an investment is supposed to earn like 10% plus. If you earn 10% or more, that's a great year. And people are treating investing as a get rich quick scheme. And that's the wrong expectation to have, I believe. Yeah, Dan, what's up, buddy? You saying crypto is long term? It's still early. I can get behind that. I can agree to that it's early. And I'm not saying that I'll never buy some crypto. I've bought crypto in the past, like 2013, 2014, and just to, again, trying things out, seeing how the exchange worked. I was trying out Coinbase at that time. I was just curious. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against things being too early for something, but I'm just against trying to make something that's early the big play, or it just doesn't have that utility yet. We're not transacting with crypto right now. That you can't use it everywhere, and if you did try to use it as a currency, the price fluctuates so much that it's useless for that purpose. And then I think the transactions, they're not processed in a timely manner. So there's issues with that. All right, next story. Next up. All right, after a long dip, American consumer spending power will be back in 2023. Who believes that? After a year long dip, household cash flow will begin growing again right after Christmas and accelerate through the new year, according to a new research by analysts at Goldman Sachs. These gains will reverse a year of negative growth of about $600, or 4.2% in household discretionary cash flow, according to Goldman's analysis. The biggest driver of cash flow improvement next year, he said, will be wages. So we're going to see a lot of wage growth next year. So that's a positive outlook. I believe if you were to poll the general public, if they think their wages are going up next year, they're probably going to say no, because of the rising prices around them with the gas pump and everything and food. So it's interesting. Oh, Nino talking about loan forgiveness. Let's talk about that. Actually, I didn't put that in the slides, but let's talk about loan forgiveness for a second. Nino, you just derailed this live stream, but it's a good thing. So I asked a poll, and I should probably bring that up. Let me get that poll data up. Yeesh. I'm gonna get off topic here. Go to the community tab. I thought it was, it's not directly related to credit cards, but it is finance related. And I asked you guys, how do you feel about Biden's plan to forgive $10,000 plus dollars worth of student loan debt? And 18% said further hurts the economy. 39% said I could use some relief. And that was actually the largest share. 5% said I already paid mine off. Listen, if you paid yours off, you're a very responsible person. And I'm it's good that you're that type of person, but this worked negatively. I mean, you kind of got shafted here. And 38% said it's politics. He's buying votes. I feel like that was a really succinct way to put that. He's buying votes. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you what, I lean more on the side that it's politics. He's buying votes. I mean, it is before the election midterm, and I do think it will definitely help it will definitely help people. I think 20 million people will be involved in this. They're going to at least get $10,000 forgiven, and you can actually get up to $20,000 forgiven, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we got a few people who could use it. Tay Tyrone, what's up? So you said I could use it. All right. That's money. Let's get some government money in here. All around. We get that government money. So Cheryl's saying I paid my loans off in the 90s. See, you've probably been debt free for a long time. That's great. Good job there. So, yeah, I think that if you already paid yours off, there should be some sort of consolation prize for them. They did it the right way, and I remember I thought it was so funny. Dave Ramsey had to eat crow here. Dave Ramsey kept telling and I love Dave Ramsey, but he kept telling his audience that the government is not going to help you. They're going to keep kicking the can down the road. It's going to get axed. And here we are. It's looking like it's going to happen. They're going to get some help. And a lot of people might have around $10,000, $20,000 worth of student loan debt. And they're going to get that completely forgiven and pretty much be debt free after that. So the government did, it's seeming like they're going to swoop in and help. But here's the thing, the tuitions are out of control, and I think it's because they're ensuring that just about anybody can get a loan for any degree, and that's a whole nother topic. But I just think the college system that we have in place is definitely broken. Ooh! All right, so we got the next story here. Amex brings back balance transfer offers. American Express did away with all of its 0% APR balance transfers offers during the pandemic, but it looks like they're trickling back in. Now, new cardholders can take advantage of an introductory 0% APR on balance transfers on two American Express cards, the Amex Everyday Credit Card and the Amex Everyday Preferred Credit Card. So, listen, this balance transfers, I've never used it before, but I do think it has some particular benefits. The balance transfer can be used for consolidating debt. Obviously, if you have thousands of dollars worth of debt on other cards and you're trying to clean that up, it's going to provide you a faster path, a faster and cheaper path to get that debt load paid off. And also, it's another indicator, and I've said this in previous videos, that when you're using the credit card issuers' other products that they're pushing you in the direction of, they kind of see you as a receptive card holder. And these are products that are making them money. So if you're using them, they're going to see that and they're going to judge you in a more favorable way when it's time for a credit limit increase or time to get approved for a different credit card product. So I'm pretty enthused about, you know, what you can do with balance transfers. All right, next story. You have credit card customer satisfaction increasing, but warning signs abound. So after declining for 2 straight years, credit card customer satisfaction is rising once again, according to the JD Power company. Overall satisfaction improved 5 points to 810 on JD Power's 1,000 point scale. The study's authors noted that the improvements were especially significant in areas such as credit card terms, benefits, services, and communication. The report classifies most credit card holders, which are 57%, as financially unhealthy, up 4% points from 2021. Almost a quarter of consumers, 22%, say they are worse off financially than a year ago. The highest inflation readings in 40 years and near record credit card balances and credit card interest rates are surely major contributors to this malaise. I can definitely see why people are more satisfied with the benefits because, and I'm going to break this down in my next video, but a little bit, but I think that we're seeing kind of an arms race. We're seeing a lot of competition in the market, which is great for us, but you're seeing these cards come out, new card here. They got the autograph card. We got the revamped Amex Blue Cash Everyday card, and they're coming out significantly better than the previous offering. You know, we just got the PayPal card, got revamped, was just a straight up 2% card. Now it's offering 3% cash back on all purchases through the PayPal platform. So it's awesome. And then you got what the Capital One Venture X, and that pretty much changed the game for travel cards. It's offering a boatload of features there. So we're just seeing right, left, and center a more competitive landscape and just a lot more benefits. So I can see why, you know, a lot of consumers like that. All right, next up we have Walmart unveils rewards program for Walmart Plus members. Walmart has launched Walmart Rewards as a new benefit to its Walmart Plus membership. Shoppers can earn and redeem rewards both in-store and online. For online shoppers, customers can tap the Add Reward option under eligible items on Walmart's site or app to claim the savings and then apply their rewards balance to their purchases at checkout. The item-specific rewards powered by Ibotta Performance Network come at a time when Walmart is bolstering the perks tied to Walmart Plus. So this is going to be good. You know, a lot of people I've noticed, and this kind of translate into credit cards when I think about like the Amex Platinum card, and I think about other cards that have like are considered like coupon cards or cards that you have to kind of work to get those statement credits. There's a lot of people that find a lot of satisfaction in searching for deals. I'm not one of them, and I'll say that for the longest time, but a lot of people like searching for deals, and you will get some good deals. You just have to put some work in. So is going to be a good thing. Another thing I noticed, and we're going to see this in another story later on, is that the companies, like these large companies, have like a typical playbook. And what they do is they'll partner if they want to get into an industry or they want to offer a service. They won't build out the service themselves. They'll basically contact a leader in that industry and then partner up with them, and then basically do what they call a it's kind of like when you go on Amazon and you like private label something. So basically they'll just put the Walmart stamp on it and offer it up as their own, but it's really Ibotta's powering it. It's really their service, or product or service. And that happens all over the place. It's so funny to see this pop up like this. All right, next, Binance teams up with MasterCard to roll out prepaid crypto cards. This is probably a bad time for that. But in partnership with MasterCard, crypto giant Binance is launching its prepaid card offering cryptocurrency rewards on customers' purchases. The alliance will see Binance roll out its crypto debit card in Argentina, the first country in Latin America to have this product. Binance Card allows users in the region valid national identity, document and make purchases and pay bills. Okay. Let's skip over this. It's not even for the US. I wasn't even aware of that. I don't think we have anybody in Argentina here. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. So I wanted to get into a couple things that I saw being used. I'm sorry, a few stories that I saw online that I thought were pretty relevant to our community. One is this guy saying there's a lesson that can be learned from his situation with merchant category codes. And if you don't know, a merchant category code is basically it's a code that tells the credit card issuer what category that merchant is in. And so that's important because if you have something like a card like the Citi Custom Cash card, you earn 5% back in your top spending category. You have to basically pick one category to use that in. For me, it's grocery every month. And I want to know for a fact that grocery store codes as a grocery store so I can get that 5% back. Otherwise, it's going to get, I'm going to earn 1% back at that establishment. So that's a big issue. So he says, okay, so I was at a golf tournament all weekend buying drinks and concessions. I wasn't sure how the charges would code, but I figured either entertainment or dining. So I used my Chase Freedom Flex for a potential 5% in Q3 entertainment category. If it was a stretch or 3% in dining at the least. The charges posted and it came up as groceries, so 1% for all my purchases. It's whatever really, because there was no way for me to know, but my Southwest card would have been getting me 5x on these all weekend for the targeted offer. So, it's really beyond having someone who went to that, that golf course before, or finding some odd person who online who gave their testimonial. There's no way he could have known this, but it does suck that, if he used like an all-purpose card, if you didn't know, I guess there was no way for him to know, but that, you do miss out on some cash back there because you're getting 5 times less in this situation. Dan Smith, I see a pretty good comment here from you. Oh, this is very good. There's a community database or wiki for merchant categories. Okay. I'm not sure if I've seen that. So I'm gonna have to look into that. That's really good. I've just been going to Reddit. But if there's a wiki that's fully updated, I would love to see that. All right, next, virtual card numbers save the day. That's what I decided to title this. I use Capital One's virtual credit card system when buying stuff with online vendors. I have one for Amazon, Costco, and other online retailers such as contact lens suppliers, meal kit vendors, etc. And a calling card company I use to recharge a virtual calling card to use when I speak to foreign relatives overseas. I have Capital One's Eno browser extension to handle this, and it works flawlessly. Capital One just sent sent me 4 rejection emails declining a charge from a company called Text Magic. Anything with magic at the end of the, any business with magic at the end of their name, that's going to be an issue. That's probably not a legit business, because it was trying to use the virtual credit card number I had set up exclusively for the calling card. I sent an email to support of the calling card company, but they say the problem is not on their end. So who knows? Anyway, I have since deleted the virtual card. Bottom line, use those virtual cards, folks. So, I've used this before. I think that virtual cards are great. I said this about the Capital One, the Quicksilver Card, which I have right here. If you actually should probably know, it's right here. I kind of destroyed it. It's done for. We're gonna talk about this in my next video. Destroyed. It's done. Anyway, I like the feature of this card that allows you to use the Eno Chrome extension. So what that allows you to do is create unlimited virtual cards that are basically temporary numbers. They'll last as long as you want to. And what you can do is, there's 2 reasons you want to use those virtual cards. One is because you can use it for like a subscription service. A big deal with the subscription services is that they'll last for like 5 days, 10 days, or a month or whatever. And they're hoping that you're going to forget to cancel that. So what you can do is post date the deactivation of that card for as long as you want. So basically you click on the calendar icon and you basically can pick any day of the week. You can pick tomorrow, which I like to do, or you can pick a month out, and it will automatically do that for you and cancel that card. So basically delinks or disjoins that connection between the virtual card and your actual physical credit card number. Another good reason to use that is because it adds you another layer of protection from any shady transactions like this one from Text Magic, so that if there is a problem and they try to overcharge you, then even if they get a charge through, you won't have to replace that credit card because that number will not be compromised. And another note here I just want to say is that mobile wallets will also, what they say, obfuscate your actual card number. So if you have an option to, if you're really big on security, if you have the option, like in your web browser or even on your phone, to pay with with Google Wallet or Apple Wallet, and it just adds another layer there of protection. So if that company is a bad actor, then your actual real credit card number will not be compromised. All right, we got the next story here. So use your points. So the big message here is use your points, people. I know a lot of you told me that you kind of wait for maybe a quarterly redemption or a yearly redemption, maybe a big travel, a big trip you want to go on. So in this scenario, it's good to never forget you are not entitled to the point currency you earn on credit cards. I recently talked to 2 friends who were planning to save all of their points, everything, for retirement. I've never heard this concept before. I thought it was so funny when I read retirement. I'm like, potentially that's a long time, depending on where you're at in life. But it's got to be years at least. So they're going to use those saved up points for retirement to travel with. Retirement being around 10 years away. That's way too long. It's a neat idea, but who knows? Will they have a massive cushion of points for redemption several years from now? Maybe, maybe not. Programs change or go away entirely. Points devalue and so on. Fact is, the bank/program can, in some regards, do whatever they want, whenever they want. A piece from Chase Ultimate Rewards Program agreement. Here's a quote. We may make changes to the program and the terms of this agreement at any time. For example, we may add new terms or delete term changes, how you earn points, and change how you use points. So, this, just don't get too comfortable with the points that you have. I think is a good, I typically use my rewards on a monthly basis. now that I have a Venture X card, which I should have had right beside me, um, which you probably use, once every quarter or something like that, to use for a trip. You want to be using your rewards more often, because again, they can devalue the currency, and then they can also change the program. Who knows? Amex, I know these are big titans of the industry, but Amex or Chase, they could change their program and really piss off their cardholders. It's completely up to them. So I wouldn't put too much stock in trying to retain these rewards. All right, next up. Oh, Nino, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Appreciate that. So you saying for Labor Day weekend coming up, enjoy last day, end of summer. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna use that for some barbecue. That's what I'll use it for. I'll buy some ribs. You know what I mean? I don't know how many I can buy now, and with inflation at the grocery store, especially up here in New York. I know you know what I'm talking about. Is that grocery is a lot more expensive than in the South, and it's a different story here. So here's a data point. If you have any Bank of America cards, and I asked you guys a while back what you thought was the most underrated card was, and you told me the Bank of America Cash Rewards card. But in this scenario, Bank of America, they did a bad job. They did a bad thing here. Bank of America cancels autopay after a period of inactivity on a card. And and this makes me feel bad because I'm a big proponent. I'm a big pusher of autopay. And people kept telling me, listen, you can't rely on autopay. Sometimes it messes up, it fails. And then I started to change my tune, but started to modify my message and say, use autopay as a backup and maybe pay close attention on a monthly basis to your payment and just use autopay as a backup. And I think that's a really good way to do it. But in this case, he says, on my credit card with Bank of America, my credit score dipped 80 points a few days ago after I had a late payment with Bank of America. The issue is that I had it set to autopay the full balance every month, so it should never have happened. After talking to support rep, they said after a period of inactivity, they cancel auto payments, and I wasn't using that credit card much anymore, but I have never received any notice that they were canceling it. Now I have negative 80 points for a $14 charge, and I'm obviously annoyed. Does anyone have an experience like this? Or suggestions on what I can do? That's tough, man. And they know what they're doing. What kind of sense does that make? To cancel somebody, that's a really in bad faith, and that's just predatory. I think that I would say that's predatory. What do you think? It's pretty bad on their part. I don't use any of my Bank of America card. I have one card with them, but I don't use it at all. Yeah, it's dirty. Somebody, Stefan, good idea on autopay. Use it as backup. Yep. I think it's a good idea as well. Jay said that's dirty. That's apps. He did them dirty. Cheryl says that the big banks always win. Yeah, they do. And the tough part about them winning is that people continue to use them. And I think I saw a study, a while back, maybe a year ago, that said that most people stay with their bank for at least like 7 to 10 years. When you get into a bank, it's very sticky. You start like getting entrenched in that setup, direct deposit. A lot of people don't want to change that. They're very cautious on like moving their money around. People are super cautious of telling you about what's in their account. They're not cautious about spending the money though. That's the thing. They are not cautious about spending as much money as they can get their grubby little hands on and showing you what they bought with the money that they actually don't have. but they will be mum. They're gonna close their mouth up tight as soon as you say, "How much did you pay for that?" Or "How much did you make? How much were you making?" I'm trying to figure out where to get a good job at or something like that. Trying to find the money. They don't want to tell you. All right, Nino, is you said I definitely pay twice a month, 3 days before closing date and due date. Nice. That's a big, that's a big discussion about when you should pay your credit card bill. So listen, I think that's very responsible way to do it. Cheryl says, I have auto pay for once a month, but I pay my cards every week. Okay, I've seen that too. Some people even take it to a more extreme level, and they'll pay like every day or for every transaction. Richard, what's up, buddy? You say I've been with Bank of America for 24 years. How have those 24 years gone? I'm assuming it's been great. It's been pretty excellent for you to remain a customer there. All right, guys, I want to show you let's see. A really good way to support the channel is using my website. If you're in the market for a new credit card, if you haven't been, this is what my website looks like. I just have links to everything to do with social, but I have links to all the credit cards. If you want cashback cards, travel cards, even Webull stock. So let's say, for example, you wanted the new Capital One Venture X. You would go to travel cards, right? You would click on that. It would take you to the travel section on card ratings, and they have it available. They have Amex, which is a very popular. I know the Gold is really popular, and the Venture X card. So my next video is actually going to be on the Venture X card because I canceled my Capital One Quicksilver card and I basically product changed it to the Venture X. And I think it was a really good decision, but it's a really good all-around card. And this is the one I'll be talking about, but they have this available right here on the website. So I have a link to my website in the comments section, in the top of the comment section. So just be aware of that. Really good way to support the channel. Let's see what you guys are saying. So Danny, what's up, man? You're saying, I love that Amex will let you pay a pending charge before it posts. So, I think you're referring to Pay It, Plan It, or Pay It. Is that correct? I think that's the moniker they go by. So I saw someone talking about this in the forums, and they said that it was just a glorified link to just pay your card. That whole Pay It was just a quick link to go and pay for that transaction, and they didn't think much of it. Oh, you're saying no, they'll let you pay a charge before it posts. Wow, okay. So yeah, that can be effective. That can be effective. So the charge, let's think about this for a sec. So they'll let you pay for the transaction. So in what scenario would that be great? If you were about to, if it was close to your billing cycle closing date and you didn't want that charge to hit, to register and be sent out to the credit agencies. In that case, I think it would be a great time to use it. F. Davis, what's up, man? So much good info, sir. Thank you. I'm trying to bring it to you and be consistent. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, man.
Oh, wow.
Saying, I think Discover has a cap how many times you can pay your card a month, which I think is ridiculous. Wow, Nina, I've never heard of that. I've never heard that idea before. I hope that is wild. I wonder why do they want that to people to stop paying their card off? That's the question. Danny's also saying Wells Fargo definitely has a cap if you don't have a checking account with them. Okay, that would be me. I don't have a checking account with them. I have been using the autograph card. I actually just qualified for. I had to pay for a new set of tires on my car, so you know that helped me blow past that introductory offer. That definitely helped me because a new set of tires. So sorry about that. A new set of tires is gonna run you like a good over $1,000. So got hit hard there. So I want to know. Oh, Jorge, what's up, buddy? You said when it comes to redeeming SoFi rewards, can the cash back also be deposited into a retirement investing account? Yeah, definitely. You can deposit. I had my rewards. It has an option. It has like a drop down list of like 5 or 6 different options. So you can definitely use it for any of your investment accounts. And speaking of SoFi, another card that needs to be updated is the SoFi card. I keep seeing like in the forums that they're going to give people the option of increasing their credit limit. It's been 2 years. SoFi, let's get back on it. I feel like they lost their competitive spirit. They got to continue to improve. They can't rest on the laurels. Yeah, Raul, quick answer to that, Raul, is no. They don't give any increases whatsoever. That's why it's so important that they make this update, because the limit that you're given from the jump is the one you're gonna have to live with. I've had the same $10,000 credit limit with SoFi since back in 2019, and they don't have any new benefits. I think it's still I still think it's a great card. Things that I love about it is that it has no foreign transaction fee, flat 2% card. You get automated redemption in pretty much any account that you want. Yeah, and Nino's saying yeah, Nino, I gotta tell you, you were a little bit right, man. I gotta tell you, I was a little wrong to not put enough value on Zelle, because guess what, Zelle is catching on, and there's a lot of contractors, there's a lot of small businesses that want to be paid with Zelle, and I think they're gaining market share. I haven't seen any stats on this, but that's something else they need to have, because I've had a few instances here at home that I needed to use Zelle and I just didn't have access to it. So I hate to say that you were right, man. You were right. Yeah, Plumber, you saying they will lose customers? Yeah, man. They worked hard. They give really good incentives to gain the market share. They need to retain the customers. So I want to ask everybody. EHJ, what's up, man? Hope all of you are doing good and your family's great weekend. I hope you're doing well too. So, did anybody get like a credit limit increase? Did anybody get approved for a brand new credit card? And yeah, did you get any wins? Did you win something? I want to shoot this confetti off. Any big wins this week? Raul said, I recently unlocked the 3% cash back on my SoFi card for a year. Okay. So I think that's the introductory offer, right? For a year, you get the extra percentage point. Nice. Cheryl says, I use Zelle with small contractors, but I'm always nervous. Why are you so nervous? Why are you so nervous about that? You know, and I think the reason I've heard, and I'm not sure if this is completely true, but I've heard that with Zelle, it's harder to do the chargebacks. So I think businesses were having problems with customers like paying with Cash App, sending them the money and then claiming a chargeback and then pulling that money back out, and they don't never get paid. And I think Zelle is like it's more like friendly to the merchant side. Tay said, Tay Tyrone got approved. I'm gonna give you a hand clap real quick. Nice. Tay Tyrone got approved for the Amazon credit card. Now, which version did you get? Did you get the Chase version or did you get the Amazon store card? Because that's through Synchrony Bank, and then the Chase versions, through Chase. Danny, man, you said your boy is filing with the Navy Fed. The More Rewards Amex with a $24,900 starting limit. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. That's cash. That's what you got. Awesome, man. That's good to hear. I know you've been trying to get in with them, and thank you for the super chat, by the way. You've been trying to get in with them for a long time. You've been talking about them since I think January, and you're talking with Nino about that. How'd you finally get in? Nino said he got an increase for his Amex Blue Cash Preferred, $5,000 approved, increase now to $20,000 even. These are some big limits, dude. I'm sweating over here because I don't have anything that large. You know, it's so funny because, I showed my, just in passing, I'm not trying to stunt on anybody. I showed my, told my sister and, maybe one of my coworkers about one of my limits. It's my highest limit, which is and now is the Venture X, 17,000. But that looks like a small pittance compared to what Nino and Danny are doing. Cheryl said, I'm afraid that it might go to the wrong person. You know what? I can understand that because I definitely triple check who is going to. And I'm sure that happens more often than we know. So there is that fact. But the thing is, you have to with a lot of apps, you have to verify your identity. You have to do like the biometric scan of your fingerprint or your face unlock to get the transaction to go through. So it gives you like another step to go through to actually have it happen, so that you're like more kind of judicious and you're more thoughtful about sending that money out. Tay Tyrone said you got it through Chase. Okay, that's the one that's hard to get. So nice. That's a good job. I think that's still restricted underneath the 524 rule. So that's definitely a harder card to get. And isn't it a metal card? I've never held that one before. Yeah, Danny says my big bro Donnie got me in. He was in the Navy. Nice. You got to listen. It's not about. Sometimes it's not about what you know. It's about who you know. Do you believe in that? That's if you believe in that saying. I just felt like it was appropriate. Joe, what's up, man? I don't think I've seen you here, but welcome to the stream. He said I just got approved for the Apple Card and an increase on my Quicksilver Card. I think that's the more impressive part. The Apple Card, a lot of people get approved for that, but an increase on your Quicksilver Card, especially if you're bucketed, if you had problems with that before, which a lot of people do, then that's a great job, man. Is it because you've been using that Quicksilver Card a lot? And if you were given the option to upgrade from your Quicksilver Card to something like the Venture X, would you do this to your card? Would you do that? You just destroy it like I did? Boom. Just cut it in half. You're going to see me cut that up in the next video, by the way. Jay said, corrected me. He said, yes, the Chase Amazon Prime card is metal. All right, cool. Well, guys, it's been a great stream. I enjoyed hanging out with you this evening. You can check me next Sunday at 7 p.m. We'll be back for another stream, all right? And I'll have another video coming out maybe Tuesday, I would say. Just expect that. You sign up for notifications. If you didn't like the video, like the stream for me. Like, you know, we can get more people into these streams. It'd be great. But y'all have a good night, all right? Have a good week.